Oh, just do a bio? Okay, so my name is Andrew Garcia. I am from New York originally. I grew up there. My parents are Colombian. I don't know if that's that relevant, but I'm going to say it. I got my undergraduate at Stony Brook University in biology. I did my master's at Rollins School of Public Health. So the name, that was a mess. I think what had happened was, so we were doing the hackathon 2017, Hack ATL, and we just started spitballing names, right? And well, our company has to do with finding research studies for participants, so we're like, hey, find studies. No, that sounds a little awkward. StudyFind, and then we just went off with it from there. So I think the way that we market our business is two-pronged, right? So we're marketing towards researchers and we're also marketing towards participants. And the way that we do it, particularly for researchers, is that we actually go online and find these researchers, see what studies they're doing, and then we promote it on our social media platform. And then for our customers, or the participant side, what we do is we put up flyers on occasion, but we also use social media to contact our participants, or I guess to raise brand awareness. So that's an interesting question. I think the team, we meet up Fridays and Sundays, and we actually just sit down, we talk about a particular challenge that we have or hurdle, and then we just start spitballing. And of course, not all the ideas are good, but it's an iterative process that has been very fruitful in the past. Oh geez, all right, there's too many, I think. So I think when we did Hack ATL, when we got second place in the consumer technology division, that was very satisfying because it more or less was a proof of concept that, you know, StudyFind is a viable product and investors would be willing and able to invest in it. But you know, I mean, I think being around the team is always the most rewarding part. Okay, other than showering and brushing my teeth, using the bathroom and some my daily habits. I don't know. I drink coffee every day with Oreos, which is kind of weird, but I totally do it when I'm driving over to work. What else do I do? I usually try to work out, and I always pick a certain part of my day to just think, right? So that's usually when I'm driving to work or coming back from work. Some of my daily habits. Hmm. I guess my greatest fear would be not achieving exactly what I set myself out to do a long time ago. So I have like these overarching goals that I've been wanting to achieve, and they're like, you know, a 20-year, 30-year, 40-year plan, right? But yeah, that would be my greatest fear, not actually reaching those goals. And then how do I manage those fears? Well, I get up and I do work, right? So it's not enough to, you know, have these fears and not address them. The way that I address them is by constantly producing and striving for more. What do I want to make sure I do before I die? Well, if we're talking about some of those goals, right, because that's exactly what it is, I guess it would be to change the way that laws are made in the US, right? I think it's relatively corrupt, and I would want to go about in changing those policies. Work hard and drink coffee. I think that's more or less my personal motto. In the next year, so get into the revenue phase of StudyFind. That's for, I guess I associate StudyFind with myself also a bit, but that'd be one of them. And then I guess for myself, I don't know. I really haven't thought about that too much in a year. Um, yeah, I'm not sure exactly. Yeah, well, maybe I don't know. Let's say do stand-up comedy at least once. Yeah, believe it or not, that's actually something I wanted to do a while ago. Well, I got into woodwork. You know, I actually built a table. It didn't come out that well. But I built a TV stand the other day, yesterday, and it came out really well. So I think that's something that gets me really happy. And cooking also, because it's just mindless things that you do, and you don't get to think about anything else but that. Oh man, I don't know. It's Hawaiian pizza. I mean, I know there's haters out there, certainly so, but piña, pineapple with ham, is just, it transcends really. That's what I would say.